All right, guys. This is another episode for the HGP podcast, and I'm here with Faze Jukebox, man. And you're wearing new merch there for the Vegas Phase. Like, tell me all about that.
Yeah. So we launched a new line of merch about a month ago when we rebranded Phase Vegas Essentials. It's just a collection of like t-shirts and hats and stuff like that. But yeah, there's more merch coming. We have a lot of cool merch in the pipeline that we're still ideating on, and we've been sampling, and we're excited for fans to see what we've been working on the merch side. A lot of cool stuff coming this year.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too, especially the rebrand. So Jukebox, man. First question. How did you come up with your name?
Oh, it didn't really come from like anything in particular. It's kind of a strange thing. So I was before my name used to be Pumblechook because of my last name. My real last name is Chukazian, and I really was like I didn't like the previous name that I had. I was trying to change it, and I wanted something that sounded kind of similar to my actual name, which is Justin. So I wanted to do something that was JU, and I wanted something that like kind of sounded like my last name because uh I thought about it a lot, and I ended up landing on Jukebox because it started with J. My name starts with J, and it has like the same sound as my last name, kind of. So that just kind of like ended up feeling right. Not really any particular other reason, but yeah, it's what I've gone by since then, and yeah, it's just stuck.
Okay, and all right, man. So you said that this is your first year, right? Like working with Phase. Just yeah, describe the process. Like how you're able to get into Phase. And like what's been like in like your journey to get there.
Yeah. So I'll clarify. This is actually my third year working with Phase Call of Duty. I joined them at the tail end of the Modern Warfare 2 season, and I was with them for all Modern Warfare 3 and all Black Ops 6, and now heading into Black Ops 7 with the rebrand. Before then, I was working in collegiate esports. I was the broadcast and content manager for NACE Star League, and I also had a bit of a freelance career going in esports. I was very involved in the collegiate scene. Did a lot of like documentary work with universities like Drexel and UCF, and a lot of it was just specializing in like the marketing side of collegiate esports, which was like pretty non-existent. Like there are so many colleges that have esports teams and like want to be the next big thing, and they want like content to be made about them. So I was really excited to like give a bunch of different students and colleges like a platform to actually like show whether it's like the inside of their facility, what they're building on their campus, and all the cool personalities that they got and the support that they're getting from their university. And yeah, that was like a really exciting time for me. After I left NACE, I started a small platform called College Esports News that I made with my friends. It was kind of like a content platform where we kind of wanted to create a centralized hub for everything college esports, just because there's so many like collegiate tournaments going on. It's like you got to be very locked in to even like understand who the best teams are, who the best universities are, what games to even tune into, what tournaments are happening. So we kind of wanted to create something that was more streamlined for collegiate esports fans, and that involved like creating like a whole content system where I managed like 8 to 10 like video editing volunteers, where we created like a system of uploading content on a regular basis on like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all of that. And that came to an end when Faze saw that I was doing this, and they really took a liking to my initiative, and the fact that like I was kind of self-starting and successfully getting stuff from like off the ground, like college esports news like that. And so they took me on as creative director back in tail end of the MW3 season, MW2 season, which I think was like 2023, I think, or 2022, something like that. And yeah, then basically from there, got a great team of people that I've been working with. we have been working really hard to. At the time, we were working really hard to really elevate the Atlanta Faze brand, bring consistency to their content, especially on the short form side, which was really blowing up in a big way at the time, and shedding more light on the personalities of the players and upping the quality of like their visual identity with their graphics and the stuff that they release on socials and stuff like that, as well as like improving our relationship with our sponsors. Basically, they brought me in, and I didn't really know anything about managing like a professional team like that. They really took a chance on me. I was learning a lot of it as I was going. Like I've never really worked directly with sponsors before this job where we had like a list of deliverables we like had to meet, but I knew the opportunity that was present. I knew that like we really had an opportunity to up the team's game in terms of like content and visual identity. Those were like the two biggest things for me, and that kind of like worked in tandem with improving our sponsor relationships. And now I kind of just do it like the back of my hand. It's been like really fun the past several years. I feel like every year I'm getting a little bit better at it, and got a really talented team that I get to work with, also a really talented group of freelance creatives that we make lots of like cool stuff with, whether it's like graphics or announcement videos. And we're expanding our freelance team as well. We're just brought on like a new editor, Lamberto, as well as a new shooter. So we're still seeking upgrades in the content department, and I'm really excited for what we're going to be releasing throughout this year's Phase Vegas.
Okay, yeah, just piggybacking like on to the next question. I mean, that's perfect. Piggybacking on the content thing that you said, what are some like maybe like one interesting content maybe idea that you guys are coming up with for the new Vegas team?
Yeah, we're so the one thing that we're kind of cooking that I probably could talk about is that the players are moving over to Dallas, and we're doing like a whole big new facility tour that I'm excited for fans to see. That's kind of like it's not really like the highest effort piece, but it's like it's another thing that signifies the start of like a new era for the Phase Call of Duty brand. And really excited for fans to see that one as well as the videos
Yeah.
that follow it. We're planning to be really, really consistent this year. And we have a lot of cool stuff prepared that we're working on for our MTX, our in-game bundle that's going to be coming out for CDL. Whenever whenever they announce that it's going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is that we're cooking for content in terms of like promoting that. I am super excited for fans to see that. I don't think like teams have never had the amount of creative freedom with the MTX packs and the operator skins like they've had this year, and we're having a lot of fun with it internally, I could say. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
excited for fans to see that for
Yeah,
sure.
and I feel like yeah, the CDL I mean is very serious this time around. Just by like the announcements and the schedules and all that stuff, and yeah, I mean like so many teams are moving to Dallas. You got a lot of the pro teams there. Obviously, not just because of interconnection. I guess it's just a central hub that's perfect for right now. So yeah, definitely for sure. That's cool that you share that because definitely have to compete with the powerhouses down there and having a new facility and utilizing that new system that you just said with the skins and all that stuff. I mean, that is pretty cool. So, another question that I have for you, man, is, for someone that's looking to get in this type of space, like being able to uh, work for a dream organization like Faze. Faze is an organization that I grew up watching the ill camps and all that type of stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool. Or like Optic or any of those guys. If someone's looking to do what you do, which is like focus on the creative and the content and the partnerships and the marketing and all that stuff, what piece of advice would you give that person to help get their names out there and be able to work for a distinguished organization like that?
Yeah, for sure. I would say that the way I got started was volunteering for these for these orgs. My first esports thing that I did ever was I was a big Overwatch fan when I first started getting into esports, and I started getting involved in all of these like community tournaments, and I was doing like tournament admin, and I was like volunteering to help with like directing the broadcast, being an observer, sometimes being a caster. and also like creating the broadcast assets. That was just where I started, but I feel like there's so many opportunities, especially in a space as active and as online as esports, to really get involved if what you're looking for is like a creative role. And you meet so many cool people that like tend to have more experience under their belt than you think. Yeah, I would say like that's a great place to get started. And something I would also say is that the people who succeed in this industry are people who are able to like actually be consistent with their output of especially in the content side. I One of the biggest things that I have kind of like really leaned on with our staff is I know it's like a little bit silly, but just kind of like adhering to deadlines and really making sure that like we're delivering stuff to fans on the days that they expect it, and being very deliberate with the time and the day that we drop things, and making sure that we're like hitting the mark every single time, not posting things too late, and being consistent with our output. That's been the biggest thing that's like helped us the most, especially like on short form socials. We have really blown up on short form thanks to our content creator Arctic Studios, but like we worked with him to kind of like figure out what the best schedule for that was going to be. And luckily he already had a lot of expertise when it came to like posting on social platforms. But yeah, we really leveraged his expertise, and we brought in our own advice as well in terms of like what would resonate with our community and stuff like that. So I would say like there's no shortage of opportunities to get involved in esports is the biggest thing. Don't feel discouraged to get in, because yeah, there's plenty of opportunities to do so. And if you have fun with it, then yeah, definitely give it a shot. It's pretty grueling, I would say. Like it's a very competitive industry to be in. Like I feel very lucky and very fortunate to have the position that I do. Not a lot of people get the opportunity to do what I do, and I feel I try to stay humble about that. You know, I feel very fortunate, but you know, if you get to it doesn't even have to be a position that I'm in. It could be like a position like graphic designer or a content creator, videographer, editor. There's so many opportunities in creative when it comes to esports. And I personally find it like very gratifying every single day. So yeah, if you're able to break in, it's probably one of the most satisfying careers you'll ever have for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Now getting into some of the things that we're talking about, the switch, man, from red to pink.
hmm
What was the idea behind that? Like, why did you guys decide to like switch over the color scheme and stuff?
Yeah, so the switching of the color scheme was actually an executive decision that the upper management made actually above me. I was a little hesitant about it myself when it was pitched, but I actually ended up really liking it when we started getting all the branding together. Because the reasoning behind it from an executive standpoint was that it's like there are no other pink teams in the league right now. Like right now, like the red teams are us and Thieves, and we want to like stand apart from them. We want to be like the only team that has this color. And it actually, like, even though I was a little hesitant about it at first, man, when we were designing our merchandise and our MTX, it just came together so fast. Everything looked so good. Like
Mm-hmm.
we at the time that we rebranded, we were in the middle of working on our operator skins and our weapon camo for this year's Call of Duty game, and we were having like a really hard time with it, specifically because of the fact that like we were not the only red team. Like Thieves had the exact same color palette as us, so like
Yep.
the entire time we were developing this pack thinking like, okay, like we want it to look this way, but I don't know, it's like, does it seem like Thieves might do the same thing? We don't want our pack to look too similar to theirs. And we were just having like a really hard time with it actually this year. It was going a lot slower than we were expecting in the design process, but as soon as we rebranded and changed the color to pink, it all came together so fast. Like we put the whole pack together in like a couple days, because it was just like everything just felt so right at that point. And yeah, that's how it's kind of felt. It's kind of like for us as a marketing team, it's felt like a huge like refresh. It feels like a nice fresh start for us. It's really cool to kind of build something new from the ground up. And you know, I really hope that Phase fans will see the cool stuff that we're building over the course of this season and really kind of fall in love with it the way that I did. Because yeah, like I was a little hesitant about it first as well, but I think like the stuff that we're cooking around it and the stuff that the new color scheme has given us like the opportunity to build, it's really really cool stuff. And yeah, I'm excited for fans to see it too.
Oh yeah, that's so cool, man. And like, just you mentioned the fact that there's teams that have multiple like same color schemes, like I mean diversity in color schemes is pretty important. SGP was the reason why, for my challenger side of my organization, choosing pink because like you said, you don't see a lot of pink teams and it definitely stands out. And standing out is always a good thing, and not just the esports scene, but any type of esports scene. So, going off of that, right? The jersey designs and stuff like that. Did SGP inspire the Vegas phase in some capacity?
I wouldn't say that because I know the whole reason we got connected was because I reached out to you about your jerseys.
Yeah.
We already had an idea for our jerseys in mind.
Okay.
So I can't say that you guys inspired us directly, but I think that the pink on your jerseys looks so good, and that was the reason why I reached out because the people that we've been working with to design our jerseys,
Mm-hmm.
we've had a lot of trouble actually getting the pink to look exactly right. And I thought that the way you guys did it, like absolutely nailed it. So like that was what I wanted to reach out to you guys for inspiration for in terms of like hitting that pink that feels like the pink that we've switched to with our brand because technically our color is magenta,
Magenta.
and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
when you print the color magenta, it looks different when you print
Mm-hmm.
it than when it's visible on a screen. So we've actually, in the jersey development process, we've done a lot of working backwards where it's like, okay, we can't exactly get our pink. So what's like the closest that we could get to our pink? And then kind of like, so we've been sampling a bunch of different versions of pink and trying to like work backwards to get the pink that looks closer to ours. And it's been a long process, but the jerseys that we've ended up with from that have looked like really really good, really excellent. Really excited for fans to see that as
Yeah.
well. The players have seen them already and they're really
Ooh.
excited for fans to see them too.
I'm excited to see it too, man. Like I said, man, I think like pink teams are awesome, and I can't wait to see the design and jersey, like the whole entire stuff that you guys have planned. Um, all right, so new look for the team, right? Vegas phase. You guys brought in 04 and Nabuza. Just different shift. I know you don't focus on the player side, and you probably just heard the noise from the coaches and stuff like that. How do you feel about the team so far?
Yeah, I think that the team is going to be. I think the vibes in this team are going to be great for sure. Like I think um, I I can't really say much because again, I'm not too involved with the players, but as we were getting in, as we were getting ready for that EWC tournament this past year, like I know Simp talked about it on his podcast with Attach, but like we kind of felt it in the office too that the vibes were kind of off, and I think with this new roster, with this new core. I think that it's gonna. I think it even regardless of like the performance of the team. I think that the whole roster kind of needed a shakeup just to like feel something fresh, like something different. And I think like based on the conversations I've had with the coaches and Simp, especially, I've talked to him a lot about it. He's really excited about it. He feels like this is the kind of like fresh start that he's needed, especially. And he feels like 04 and Abuza, the fans, they're not giving them enough credit. They're a lot better than the fans say that they are. I don't know how much I would be allowed to reveal, but I did ask him. I said, like, hey, like when you were building this team, like, did the coaches choose these guys, or did you like tell them to go get them? And Simp was like, these are the guys that I wanted to play with. Like, I built this team. So, yeah, like I think that they have a lot of confidence going into the next season with this roster, and coaches feel the same. They feel really excited about this roster too. They think that like the fans are really underrating us as at the moment. And yeah, I hope it all comes true. Like I said, I'm not involved with the player stuff, but the vibes definitely seem a lot better going into this season. So I hope a lot of dubs come out of it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I know for my sake, like I'm not underrating you guys at all. You guys are always consistent no matter what type of team changes you guys make. You guys are consistent. 04 and Abuja, they were consistent last year. To be able to go to grand finals that many times, I mean, it's just a testament to them. And I've seen them in challengers too. They fried a lot. So, yeah, I mean, if Sip believes in that, it'd be cool to bring him on the podcast sometime. But like, if he believes in that, I believe in that too. So I'm excited to see how you guys do. And finally, last question. Champs, that is cool, man, to have it in Vegas. I'm excited for it.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that they're bringing that back. Any sort of details you could possibly, talk about for that one, or like, what are you allowed to share for that?
Ooh, I can't really share much, unfortunately. I could say that we are super excited to be hosting champs, and we want it to be not just like the biggest phase event of all time. I know that's like there haven't been many phase events, so the bar is not really super high. But not only do we want to surpass that, we want to have it be the biggest CDL event of all time. And I know that management, the reason that we rebranded to Vegas is because we want to host events. So I think that with that in mind, like we really really want to leave a good first impression with fans. And yeah, I can't, again, not hosting events in Atlanta, I can't really speak on that. That's like something that's above me, and I don't really know what goes behind the scenes with that. But we are super excited to be hosting events in Vegas. And yeah, I certainly hope on my end that it isn't the last one. I know that the reason we rebranded is because our management wants to be hosting more events. So yeah, I'm excited for champs, and I'm excited for what's to come after that as well.
No, yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think we were looking forward to ATL coming in Vegas. I know for me, like being the East Coast, ATL is awesome. So, yeah, I mean, the locations are definitely interesting this time around. I do have two bonus questions though, like two quick
Yeah,
bonus
yeah,
questions.
for sure.
One first bonus question: Would there be an after party? And if so, can I get invited to that?
Ooh. I can't say that. I can't say that. But if there is one, you'll definitely be getting one. But I can't say that. I
For
can't.
sure.
I can't.
As
I can't reveal that at this time. But
champs
yeah,
always
yeah.
have an
I'll take
after
the next.
party, so like I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
mean, champs always does. So like,
yeah.
I imagine it's something that we'll be trying to put together. But yeah, I can't speak on that at this time,
Okay, all
unfortunately.
right. And the last
Yeah.
bonus question, man. You guys are pink for the CDL. I'm still working on my challenger team, but we're pink. Obviously, we are the only pink
Hmm.
team. It'll be cool sometime, man. SGP versus Faze. I know we did that last year for BO6. I had, we scrimmed your guys so many times when I had my challengers team for BO6. It was like, hey, it'd be pretty
Hmm.
cool content, man. Pink versus pink. Like hopefully
Yeah.
we can make that happen sometime.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Would love to
Yeah.
would love to see that. Like I said, we're really doubling down on content this year.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, would definitely love to see SGP be a part of it. That would be really sick. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. All right, Jukebox. Thank you so much for coming on board, man. Thank you for sharing what you could, and best of luck to Faze, man. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much. Best of luck to you guys as well this challenger season.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.